Hello, today I'm going to be going over LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a business website that allows you to create a profile and connect with other people in your line of work or maybe another business if you're wanting to move jobs. So let's get started. So my account here is basic. I haven't done much to it. I didn't want to have a lot of edits to it to be able to show you some of it. So we'll start by going to me up here and then clicking on view profile, because the first thing you're going to want to do is edit your profile. So up here you can upload a photo of yourself. Your photo needs to be a professionally taken photo from about the shoulders up with a neutral background, and the clothes you wear for the picture should be appropriate for your job. As you can see here, I have my name, followed by my position at work and where I'm working. Some people will use headlines and maybe just keywords instead of this here to talk about what you do, such as hashtags, because it may make it easier for people to pinpoint important things of what you do. Up here on Edit Public Profile and URL, if you click on it, it'll take you this over here where you can personalize it. So normally this would have been my name and then just a bunch of numbers. By shortening to just say T. Pirard, it's much easier for me to give somebody that information and share it with them. I could put this in an email, maybe as part of my signature, if I needed to send it, say, as a text, or just write it down for someone. It makes it a lot easier to do that and share it. Or you could share it on your social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter as well. Another thing with LinkedIn, from your profile, you can click here where it says more, and you can actually build a resume in LinkedIn if you wanted to. Again, up here is also your contact info, where you can have your email and your profile link. So down here, when you're building your account, it'll give you things that you need to be working on or adding to fill out your account. So I don't have a professional picture right now to add to mine, so I'm going to skip the profile photo one and go over. So add 5 skills to showcase what you're great at. Skills are always important, especially if they're going to be relevant to your job, say additional training you've taken that may be a little more specialized. So let's look at those skills. So it'll give you some suggestions based on your profile. So for me, dealing with technology, I could add that. I've had some higher education experience with grad school, so I could add that one. I've worked in mental health field before my current job, so I do have some training in psychology, mental health. So let's just add those to profiles. So it gives them that little bit of information that they may want. And then adding a summary about your expertise and interest. This is important. You should use it to explain yourself, who you are, who you help, and how you help. It should be short and sweet. It should not be overly long. It should get to the point and tell them what they want to know. Your dashboard will show who's viewed your profile, article views, and search appearances. So it just gives you a little bit of that insight into how well your profile's been doing. Down here under experience, you can put in your work history. As you can see, I filled out mine some from working at the library, an internship I did in a previous job. So the more information you have in your experience for work, the higher your search rank if people are looking for your account. And it gives people a better idea of what you've done and what you've been trained in. And again, the same for education, just if they want your education where you've gone, maybe you've done a lot of it, you've done a lot of extra learning, that could be important to show your skill set and where you got it. Interests simply allow you to connect with other people. It'll show you people based on interests that you share to hopefully find a connection. Now that we've gone over those basic profile areas, I want to show you something more. You can actually add in other sections, and some of them may be very important depending on the type of work that you do or the experiences that you have. So if you come back up here to the top where it says Add Profile section, it'll allow you to add other things such as the intro, about, featured, background, skills, accomplishments, additional information, supported languages. So of course, profile picture for an intro, your summary and about. You can put your posts, articles, links in your feed, which I'll talk about later. Background, so your work, your education. Now the important one, licenses and certifications. So if you work a job like IT where you're getting a lot of certifications or a very specialized skill set that requires licensure, having those in there could be very important so they know you have the right credentials to perform that job or task. And then volunteer experience could be very helpful. Say you're working with a nonprofit or wanting to work for a nonprofit. Your skills, we talked about them. Accomplishments could be very important if you have patents and you're going to a field that could be important. Publications if you're in a science-based field, or maybe health. And then additional information. You can request a recommendation. This could be very important for the type of job you're in. Say if you're in business or say finance, and having those recommendations from bosses, other coworkers, people who are well known and well regarded, having them talk on your behalf could be very helpful for you. And then last, of course, supported language. You can add a profile in another language, so if you're bilingual, trying to seek a job in another country, that may help you as well. And all you'll simply do is when you want to add one of them, let's come back up here to background and we'll look at licenses and certifications. You'll click on the plus sign here, and you can simply add it in. So say this one, I'm just going to make it an example. As you can see, it'll start to auto-populate your results. And then if you have to add an issue date, or if it doesn't, in an expiration date, but if it doesn't expire, you can add that in. And then I guess if you have a link to it that should go to it, so from like maybe the board that produced it, there's that. And then you can save and add another, or you can just save. And if we scroll down, we'll see it here under licenses and certifications. So let's head back up to the top, and now we'll talk a little bit about connections. So connections are the people you're going to add as friends to your profiles that you may want to reach out to. As you can see up here where it's asking me to complete steps to get the most, it had the photo and the hashtags. There's one called Find Connections, and it'll bring up people you may know. And as I scroll through this list, I can already see people that I know from my current job or maybe even my previous jobs. Now let's head up to my network. My network will allow me to add personal contacts. I can put in my email address and pull them from that. And it'll also show people like previously under Find Connections that I may know from whether it be work, school, such as from Western Kentucky. Then there are other pages for your network as well. So teammates, people you work with, again your contacts, people you follow. So these are people that it's automatically set to when I created my account. There's groups, so you can discover groups that may be specific things within your job that you're a part of. So for a library, I deal with technology and IT. So I may join a group that has to deal with that and doesn't cover the entirety of all of my work. There's also pages that you follow. So right now it's showing schools I went to in the base LinkedIn one. If I click up here, it's filtering by companies. It'll show you everybody I'm following right now, and a lot of these were set when I created the account. I can always filter through my connections, out-of-network companies, and hashtags. So you can follow all of those things to try to get more information. And all these will show up on your homepage feed. Alright, now that we've looked at my network and we've updated your connections, Let's talk about the feed. So to access the feed, you can simply click on Home and go to your own page, and it'll look like this. Your feed will be right here in the center, and will show posts by people you're following, pages you're following, your connections, any of those things we just covered. As you can see, they'll post videos, questions to answer in poll form, or maybe just a post and share information. Of course, right up here to the left, you're going to have your profile, your groups, events, followed hashtags. In the top right, news and views that you can look at, articles, promoted pages, and then maybe people you want to add to your feed that interest you or recommendations for you based on things you've already picked and decided upon. And last, right up here at the top where it says start a post, you can create your own post on LinkedIn. Upload a picture, a video, or a document. Thank you once again for being a patron of the Davis County Public Library and watching my videos. Have a wonderful day.